The 29K sponsored by Avonlea Industries, Avonlea Group of Companies rather. Coyote Ventures, that is Ryan Kerlick. Inside row 3, the car number 48 is driven by Jerome Guillot. To Jerome's outside is the A1 Environmental Miller Race Engines A1 of Ian Russo. Inside row 4, the number 36, a rookie in the A-Mod division running a crate motor. This is Ryan Cousins. Outside on row 4, the 8th starting spot, a guy that I raced against way back in the early 80s, if you can believe it or not. He's driving the X5. He owns St. Vital Electric. This is Rob Gordon. Inside row 5, the 35 is Adam Magus. To his outside, the 4N, Nolan Olmsted. I don't think they had enough tape to put an N on the 4 car. They did get the 4 on. They had enough duct tape to get the number on, but 4N. Inside row 6, that is the 11th starting spot. The 1R is Rick Delane. To his outside, the Miller Race Engines Regent Construction, number 7 of Danny Staff. Inside row 7, the 13th starting spot, sponsored by Janssen GM. This is James Wall. To his outside from Carmen, Manitoba, the number 1 is Jeff Pritchard. And on the back, the Ford-powered number 9, that is Lee McRae. So Ford fans, he's your guy. With the race action, here's Darren.
As we get set to go, modified racing right here at Red River Co-op Speedway. A great field, some razor-sharp drivers, and excellent equipment on the racetrack here. And we're going to turn them loose for 15 laps on the AIE Communications Bell lap board. Scott Greer is your pole sitter. And we are green, green, green. Big FM Modifieds on the racetrack, brought to you by Superior Asphalt Paving. Ward Emery on the move on the demolition. He goes to the bottom of the racetrack and passes the 5 of Scott Greer. The 57 right there as well. That is Kevin Sexton out of Lorette. Now starting to slowly pull away from the field. That MB Custom chassis liking the dry slick. Heads up, we got a tire around and a driver around. 2 of them, in fact, in turn 1 and 2 with 13 laps on the AIE Communications board in your Big FM Modified class. I believe that is the A1 over there. In turn 2, that is Ian Russo out of East Selkirk, Manitoba. Tires certainly have moved, however, in turn number 1 and 2. The 24 car involved as well over there. That's James Wall out of Winkler. So yellow flag is on the racetrack. 13 laps being displayed on the AIE Communications board here in your Big FM Modified class. Brought to you tonight by Superior Asphalt Paving. Well, Ward Emery with an all-new MB Custom chassis for 2016. And right now, he's got that Emery Demolition MB Custom at the front of the field. He's a very smooth driver, has competed all over North America and Europe in go-kart racing, and has won a lot of races here at Red River Co-op Speedway. And, of course, he is your 2015 track champion here at Red River Co-op Speedway. That is, of course, the 10W of Ward Emery, sponsored by K4. And Scott Greer in the DeKalb 5G behind him. Kevin Sexton, a multi-time champion in several classes here at Red River Co-op Speedway. He's been at the wheel for, well, I would guess now over 20 years, so always a competitive driver. Kevin Sexton in the 57, also sponsored by Simpsons Transfer and Lee River Transport. And the Champ Ventures number 48 there as well. Well, no doubt about it, some heavy hitters here in the field tonight. Brought to you by Superior Asphalt Paving. And these are your Big FM Modifieds. 13 laps to go, 2 down, 13 to go. Just moving the tires around, of course, in turns number 1 and 2. Make it fair for everybody. It looks like our push truck is straddling that tire. If he can get, yeah, he's off. Okay, good. Our track crews will lend a hand, and we'll be ready to go back to green flag racing. Once again, we would like to thank Superior Asphalt Paving for all of their support here tonight. Asphalt driveways and commercial parking lots, new surfaces and repairs, protective aluminum edging, imprinted and colored asphalt, and commercial crack and joint sealing, all part of the services offered. And they do have some June and July installation dates available, so call Superior Asphalt Paving, a proud sponsor of Red River Co-op Speedway. All right, yellow lights are out. 2 down, 13 to go. Ward Emery in the 10W will lead them to the green flag. Sexton and Greer on row 2. Still a strong field of Big FM modifieds on the racetrack for 13 times around, and we are green. Emery with a great start. Sexton gets to the bottom of the racetrack. He loves it down there and gets underneath the 5G of Scott Greer. Dio is 4th. Karalik in the Dirty Bodies 29K is 5th. Russo pressing, as is Rick Delane in the 1R. Johnson's Hog Barbecue 1R coming off a 3rd place finish in Greenbush, Minnesota. Battling with Karalik and Russo now, side by side with Karalik down the back straightaway. Karalik now gets up alongside the A1. Good race back there. The A1 Environmental A1 currently running in the 4th spot, but he has lots of company behind him, including Danny Staff and the Regent Construction. Signs now 7. Ward Emery continues to pull away with 10 to go. All right, 9 to go on the AIE Communications board. As Emery continues to lead, Sexton in 2nd. Greer firmly entrenched in the 3rd spot. Greer continues to battle with Kevin Sexton for 2nd and 3rd, but Ward Emery has checked out with about halfway to go in the race. Now 7 to go for Emery. About a straightaway lead in that all-new MB Custom chassis. Sexton riding along in the 2nd spot, rather. 3rd is Greer. Sexton appears to be getting good drives off of turn 2, but Greer closes the gap up a little bit in 3 and 4. Keogh in 4th. Rick Delane now trying to get underneath Ian Russo in turn 4. In the Johnson's Hog Barbecue, Headingley Sport Shop, Westbrook, number 1R. Delane now, well, almost 5th, but Ian Russo has not given up in the A1 Environmental Superior Asphalt Paving A1. Great battle out of turn 4. Look at that. 3 cars into turn 1. That is Staff, that is Delane, and that is the A1 of Russo. Having a great race door to door and not touching each other. This time around, your leader out of turn 4. 3 to go. 12 down, 3 to go for Ward Emery in the K4 Emery Demolition number 10. Well, Ward Emery's 10W, all new MB custom chassis for 2016, powered by Miller Racing Engines in Winkler, Manitoba. So obviously, so far, a great combination here, as Ward Emery is simply dominating this field with 2 to go. Emery started third and has 1 lap to go. He's your leader.
Working on lap traffic now. Emery's 10W coming up on slower cars, although he may not know how much room he has, but he's got lots. He's got over a straightaway on the second place 57. And he's tiptoeing around the outside. Oh boy, there's your winner. Ward Emery in the 10W does a nice job. The Miller-powered MB. Second spot goes to the veteran Kevin Sexton in the Simpsons transfer to 57. Third goes to another modified racing veteran, Scott Greer. The Miller race engines. Geez, the top 3 cars all had Miller engines in them. How about that? Fourth spot to 48 was Gio. And rounding out the top 5, the 7 was Danny Staff. I think the top 5 all have Miller motors in them. In any case, we'd like to say thank you to Superior Paving. They do asphalt, concrete, and paving stones. And don't forget, they've got June and July installation dates. So if you're kind of wondering, you're thinking about redoing the driveway or the garage floor or whatever the case may be, and you're not sure if you could get someone to do it, well, Superior Paving has dates available, June and July. So keep them in mind. You can check them out on the web as well. Ward Emery gets up on the scale. The car should weigh no less than 2450, and the green light comes on. He's sponsored by Miller Race Engines, Emery Demolition, and K4 Equipment. And we'll get him down front here for a brief post-race interview with Darren in just a moment. Well, as we mentioned, that's an MB with Miller power on board, and Ward did a nice job in that car. He's won 3 straight at the Speedway in Morden, Manitoba, 3 weeks in a row, and he's got 1 in a row here. We only got 1 night in the books, and he's the big winner. So we'll get him out of that race car here in just a moment. We'll get him down front. And you guys want to talk to him instead of us talking to him, that's fine, but we're on a schedule. There's your winner, everybody. How about a big hand for him, Ward Emery.
All right,
come on over, Ward. We got things to do.
Well, certainly not his first win at Red River Co-op Speedway, but certainly a sweet one, no doubt about it. An all-new chassis for 2016, powered by Miller Racing Engines. And Ward, congratulations. Great way to start the season. How is that chassis compared to the other one?
It's been really good. They compare differently. We've had a lot of really good luck so far this year, but I don't know, everything's been rolling all right. We can't complain for sure.
Good. Well, might as well ride the streak and go on to some more wins this year, but that's bad news for the competition.
I hope so. Anyways, it can change really fast in this game. You know better than anyone. Tomorrow might be really bad.
Who's part of your crew?
Marshall and Jerry and my dad, they've been working their butts off, especially. We've been racing all weekend, so today was day 3, so need a break for tomorrow.
All right, how about a Ward Emery, your winner in the Big FM Modified Division here in the feature tonight? Pat?
Thank you, Darren. Congratulations to Ward Emery and his crew. A nice job, and boy, he's on a tear. 4 features north of the border this year so far. He's only entered 4, and he's got 4 wins. All right, now we're going to do the late model lineup. And, of course, tonight, if the guys came in the back gate, they drew for their heat starting spots, and they redrew for their feature starting spots. So starting on the pole in the late model division with the Victory chassis, Victory by Moyer. Number 4 is sponsored by General Signs and Performance Auto. It's Shane Edgington. To his outside in the Winnipeg Dodge, Plum Crazy number 9 is Walt Morris. Inside row 2, it's the custom EDM Simpsons Transfer Miller Race Engines number 57 of Kevin Sexton. I'm sorry, number 8 of Kevin Sexton. Every time I see Kevin Sexton's name, I think of 57. To his outside in the Winnipeg Hearing Center's OMG Chocolatey Clusters number 2 from Selkirk, it's Bill Mooney.